everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's jump into Stella. We have a lot to cover, and I don't have a lot of time. Y'all, I'm the queen destination. I leave. Hey, Ponte. I leave. We're driving out to New Orleans at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, just a few hours. I haven't packed one bag. Uh, I've been all day. I've been getting these braids done. I've been in the beauty salon all day, nail shop. I've been doing everything but packing my bags. So I said, let's jump on this live. Let's have a good time and talk about our favorite TV shows. And then I gotta run. I am the queen of procrastinating. You all, there's a lot of good gossip, not really gossip, but news out there. Really good TV shows. We got the Circle finale to talk about, Survivor finale to talk about, and All Stars 3, another great episode. So let's jump right into it. You know what we're going to do. Tell me what you're drinking. We got to do that first. What are you all sipping on? I don't have any Stella Rosa tonight, but I did pick up some of these Margaritaville Mango Peach Paradise little drinks. These are really, really good. But if you want a little bit of kick to your alcohol, put about a shot of tequila in this, because this got 4% alcohol. This ain't nothing but Kool-Aid. Put your little bit of tequila in this and have a good time, because this Mango Peach Paradise is a really good drink. So I'm going to sip on that tonight. I can't get drunk. I got to pack. Davion, packing doesn't take long for men. Packing may not take long for some women. But I have to pack up my whole house. I don't know how to pack light. So we're supposed to be spending the night over my girlfriend's house so we could leave out from her house at 5 o'clock in the morning. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's get you right, Stormy. Let's get into some things. Hey, Afro Mama, Davion Zuda, I see Miguel, I see all of y'all in the chat. We're going to start with a little bit of news. It's not really gossip, just a little bit of news. My eyes went like, what? When I saw this picture hit my Instagram. If you all don't follow Bailey or Swaggy, you may not know, but Bailey and Swaggy are expecting their first child. Congratulations to them. I really love Bailey and Swaggy. So I'm happy for them. They've been posting these paragraph, essay long Instagram things, but I'm so happy for them. And I think the last thing I saw on Swaggy's page, they moved to Puerto Rico. Like they live in Puerto Rico now. They tired of America, y'all. Whatever works for them, congratulations. I'm so happy for them. Up next, did y'all see this picture? This is Marianne and the little boy that was voted off first or second on Survivor. I don't even remember his name. I want to say it's Zach. That's what it say on the Instagram. Are they a couple or are they trolling us? Because you remember when Zach got voted off, Marianne was like, that's the kind of guy I always fall for. He was my little crush. And then I saw Zach on Twitter after Marianne won. He was like, what's up, Marianne? He said, I'll sign a prenup. Congratulations to Marianne too. I really am happy for her that she won. Y'all know it was a roller coaster with me and Marianne this season on Survivor. I can't even front with y'all and be like, oh, I love Marianne. I was riding with her. Y'all would be like, bitch, you fake. You fronting and you phony. That was a roller coaster ride with me and Marianne this season, but we're going to get into that when we get to Survivor. You feel like they trolling us? I think they trolling too, because I'm like, you really want to be with him? He only wants you, Marianne, for your $1 million. Don't trust him, girl. Don't trust him. Okay, what's up next? This a little bit of debate. I don't have time for the graphics. Like I said, we got to get through it. Let's have a quick debate. I saw this on Twitter, and I want to know what you all think. Oh, Lord, I didn't hit the wrong thing. So the debate is these two, they done had all these different appearances on the challenge. If they ever ran a final against each other, who wins? Cara or Laurel? Put it in the chat who wins. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb real quick. I want to know what you all think about who may win in the final between Cara and Laurel. I'm personally going to, man, this is a hard one. Because I want to put my money on Cara because she's tiny and she could really, and Cara is really strong. But Laurel is tall and her legs are longer. I don't know. This is a really good, now why I can't find my Do Not Disturb button? There you go. This is a really good debate question because I feel like everybody's saying Laurel. Oh, okay, I agree with you, Dabu. I agree with you. Cara does cry every time. And Cara can't do math. She did that puzzle to beat Zach that one season. I want to say Cara, I guess because I like Cara better than Laurel. Y'all know I love Cara and Polly. Okay, but Laurel wins. One more question. I saw this and I said, I know y'all lying on my Twitter. They said these are the top girls of their seasons. Now, they trolling, right? Now, that's Erica. Azza, I'm not going to shade Azza because I like her. But the top female of her season, no way. Erica can get it. I guess Marianne can get it because she won. I don't even know the girl in the black tank top. Put her name in the chat real quick. Are they trolling me on Twitter? Because definitely Tiffany was the top female of Big Brother past season. I can't wait for the new Big Brother. That was another debate. They said it's going to be a few returning players. That's Betty from BB Can. Okay, I don't watch the links, so I don't know about Big Brother Canada. I don't know if that's true or not, but okay. I did see that fact. 20 years ago, we had our first Black female Survivor winner, and now 20 years later, we get the number 2 Black female winner. Congratulations, Marianne. Let's just jump right into it because I don't know Betty from BB Can. And you said maybe Ozzy for style. Ozzy can dress. Ozzy can dress. I will give Ozzy that. But player, I can't wait to see what she do over here on the Challenge USA. I'm going to be looking. But let's get into the shows for the night. Let's knock the circle right on out the way. Because I forgot to do a circle review for the last 4 episodes. I done forgot what happened already. On finale night of the circle, I really just wanted to see everybody's aha face when they saw Trevor. And I'm so happy Frank won. Did we have all Black winners? We had a Black winner on the circle, a Black winner on Survivor. We doing our thing. We doing our things. Congratulations to Frank. I feel like I'm so happy this was a season where everyone voted with their heart and they didn't do a whole bunch of that strategic stuff like vote Frank last in the very final rating. Because I figured the circle, you got to play that in the middle. Those people are usually the ones who win because in that final rating, they tank the ratings and whoever the most popular, they vote them last because they be on hateration. But I'm so happy they voted with their heart and that Frank won. Trevor came in second. That's really good. That's really, really good to come in last and still come in second. And I don't know about Rachel. Put it in the chat. Is Rachel Hispanic, some version of Hispanic, or is she white? Because I was about to say, oh, we had an all people of color finale. But Rachel might be white. I'm not sure. But I want to say she's Hispanic, but I don't know. But I was really happy with the circle. This season was very entertaining. I really like Yu Ling is like, I gotta follow her because I love her makeup. What she does to her face, that creativity in her makeup, I love. So I gotta go follow Yu Ling. But Great season, Circle. I hope y'all pumping out another season. I really love the Circle. And I know we've discussed this on the channel. Y'all want me to audition for the Circle. I decided if I do audition for a show, it's probably going to be Big Brother. Because I'm too social. I like to talk too much. I don't like being by myself. I'm not a loner type of person. It would be a punishment for me to sit in an apartment by myself for I don't know how many weeks and only talk to a computer screen. That's a punishment. I need to be in Big Brother. I don't care if I be the angry black woman for telling people how I feel and going off or whatever we gonna do in the Big Brother house. But I feel like I would do better on Big Brother because I'm a social person. I need to read people energies. I can't do all that fake talk on the computer screen. So I think I might get me an audition tape for next summer on Big Brother. I do need to work out again. I need to work out about 6 months so I could do a couple of the challenges. But because y'all ain't gonna read me like y'all read Derek F. But at least I know how to do math. All the math challenges, your girl will have those down. You think Everson was pissed about Trevor? Because he was ready to risk it all, but I think he took it in fun. Like, he didn't seem like... Yuling seemed a little bit more upset that she was flirting with Alex than Everson seemed like he was flirting with Trevor. So I thought he took it well. That was funny. Rachel could be Latin. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to say Rachel is Latin. I'm just going to say it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. She got a little bit of texture to her hair. So I'm going to say we had an all POC finale on the Circle, and I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. And even if Rachel is white, 4 out of 5 ain't bad. 4 out of 5 is not bad. Let's see where we're at. Oh, the application process is still... See, I don't have time this summer. I really don't have time next summer. I've already booked a couple of vacations for next summer. Big Brother needs to not be in the summer. Maybe Big Brother 26, your girl could do that. I might try out for Big Brother 26. A mess. I know I'm a mess. Was season 4 better than season 3? Because I love season 4, but couldn't get into season 3 at the start. I like season 3. I love the Circle, period. So it's hard to ask me. I just think it's a clever show. Last season was Tara Alicia, right? Last season started off spicy because Tara Alicia and Savannah was into it episode 2. You might have to skip to episode 2, Vontae. You would love to see Angie on. Yeah, I think I might can do 25, not 25. I'm already booked next summer. Big Brother 26, I'm not going to plan any vacations for that summer. And I'm going to send a little audition tape. I think I could do it. If anything, I'm going to give y'all some good TV. I'm going to give y'all some good confessionals because I'm going to be real. I'm not doing all that corny Big Brother shit for camera time. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell people how it is. But yeah, I have to be social. I think I would go crazy in the Circle house. I'm going to do it. I think they would like me. I would fit the older character because I'm in my 40s. But I'm not going to be the mama of the house because I don't cook and I don't clean. I do pay people to clean. That's a shame. That's a shame. But we're going to have a good time. I do be in the streets, Davion. I've been out in the streets all day. That reminds me. Thank y'all for coming back at 8:30. When I tell you I left the house at 8 o'clock this morning. I went and got my little rapid COVID test. That's out the way, negative. I've been in the beauty salon getting these braids from 9 to 5. 9 to 5, like I worked a job. 9 to 5. It is what it is. Replace Julie as a host. If not, I would love to replace Julie as a host. I would love to come out there 3 days a week in some nice fashions. and get all in everybody's business. I would love to do the exit interviews. I would love to do that. But let's get off of Big Brother. That's it with the circle. Congratulations, Frank. Up next, let's get All Stars 3 out the way. Last night was another good episode. I'm going to start off by saying this. I'm about to read Kayla real quick, and then I don't want to say her name no more. Kayla, bitch. Don't get on my TV every week making jokes about people's age. It's tired and it's late. Because, bitch, it's a blessing to be in your 40s and in your 50s. And you better hope and pray that God allows you to see those years while you making fun of everybody else in their age. I'm tired of it. Why we bring this young bitch over here to All Stars 3 just to be shading people for being older than her or being on franchises that opened the door for you to even have this opportunity if it wasn't for people like Kendall and Beth. And I don't like Beth, but you know, they still opened the door for you to even have a platform to be on. You know what Kayla reminds me of? Kayla reminds me of a weak bitch. You know, like a bitch, say she a senior in high school. She ain't got too many friends in her senior class, and they don't really pay her no attention. So she got to go down to the middle school and pick on them so she could feel like she's somebody. Bitch. Stay down there with the people your age. Don't come over to All Stars making fun of people. That shit pisses me off. I don't like Kayla and Sylvia on this show. If you're good enough to be on MTV like she's on season 38, stay on MTV, because I guarantee you're going to get over there on the MTV challenge and Banana's going to vote your ass in first. Okay, but that's enough of Kayla. I don't want to talk about her no more. I really want somebody to get her up out of the game. I really don't like her on All Stars at all. For All Stars, Kayla being ageist again is always right. It's like every episode she making a comment about somebody's age or shading somebody about, oh, I was born in 1992. Bitch, we don't care. Right. She gets destroyed on the regular challenge. But watch, Kayla gonna be the bitch. She probably gonna win this season. Probably. I only see Kellyanne beating her. Maybe Sylvia. But if she wins this season, I'm gonna put an asterisk by it. Because I'm like, bitch, win a season over there on the main stage first. Don't come over here thinking you all that because you beat up on some 50-year-olds. I don't like it, but let's quit talking about Kayla because I don't like her. Let's get into the episode. Kayla only said yes just so she wouldn't have to be embarrassed every single season on the main show. She's sure getting ready to be embarrassed. Oh, yes, it's an asterisk next to last season, too. And I'm so mad I'm going to be in the middle of the ocean. I thought somebody was going to call Janae and MJ out this week. Oh, that's going to be good. I can't wait to see Janae's face. And the more and more I watch every episode, I can see it. Because I don't understand why you care that MJ in the game so much. I wouldn't give a damn. Not if I got a husband at home. I only care about me winning the money. I don't give a damn if MJ wins some money. But let's move on. So this episode, the challenge wasn't too exciting. We all saw Beth come in a little sports car. Congratulations. It seemed like her and Veronica have agreed to be cordial, but they really not with each other. I don't think Veronica and Kay, what's her name? Veronica and Beth have squashed anything. Ooh, the way Beth told Veronica, at least I wasn't having threesomes in the shower, so who looking for attention? I said, Beth, I forgot all about that. And production show put them flashbacks up. I said, ooh, I forgot about her and Rachel fooling around with Abram in the bathtub. I don't like that bitch Beth. Well, when she right, she right. When she's right, She's right. But let's move on. So Beth and Darrell didn't do the challenge. Now, mind you, you know your girl an accountant. Numbers is my thing. I work with numbers every single day of the week. I could have flipped them blocks over and had them like that. I would have won. But my ass wouldn't have walked out on that plank neither. I don't give a damn about no bungee cord stopping me in the middle of a building. I wouldn't have walked out there either. Yeah. But again, if I'm gonna read Katie for not doing the heights challenges, I gotta read Beth and Darrell. Darrell, especially you. You come to this shit every season. You know TJ gonna have y'all up on a building over some water. He likes splashing y'all asses. If you cannot do heights, stop signing up for this shit because I'm tired of people quitting. Now, I could say all day Angie wouldn't do that shit because I'm sitting in my living room. But don't sign up for the TV show and they be like, oh, I can't get over no heights. You tripping, TJ. He does this every season. What are we on? Season 3 of All Stars and 38 on MTV. He does it every year. I agree, Devion, the episode was kind of boring. The challenge wasn't too exciting. The math equation was not hard at all. Hey, Confessions. Beth and Veronica interaction reminded me of my mom hanging with her sister. They can't stand each other, but they fake it in public. I'm not mad at that. Fake it in public. But what happened after that? So Kayla is in the authority again. And I didn't take notes, y'all. Forgive me. I forgot who else was in the authority, but Kayla was in there. And of course, all they want is Kendall to go in there, and they want Kendall to go home. Is what Kendall did to MJ really worth? Like, I don't understand. Once you get Kendall and Kelly Ann out, who's next? Because everybody else is in that fucking treehouse. Ronnie, get it together. See the writings on the wall, Ronnie girl. They want you out. You're the first one in the treehouse to get out. So they got Kendall in there. MJ, I remember MJ was in the authority and he had his mindset on Jordan going in there. Jordan had to go in. So I forgot what else happened because I done already read Kayla. Oh, so the elimination. What did y'all think about the elimination, them spinning in that thing? I thought it was clever. I thought it was cute. And I said it on Twitter. Anytime weight is a factor in an elimination, Beth is going to win. Oh, Miguel, you reminded me. Jordan and Nia. Jordan and fucking Nia. Were they having sex in that bunk bed? Were they having sex in that bunk bed? Because I was like, ugh, disgusted. Like, oh, Nia, I just don't see how Jordan has said some of the nastiest stuff in the world to Nia. But you all want to call that sexual, what they call it, sexual frustration or built up sexual tension. No, that's called him being a jerk to you. And then you reward him with your most prized possession when he's done nothing but disrespect you on TV. He did get him some. It looked like he was getting some. And let me tell you this. This is an adult channel. We can have an adult conversation. The way they were having sex in that bed disgusted me because I'm like, this y'all first time back on television. The last time we saw you, he was disrespecting you and you sexually grabbed him without his consent. and y'all both were kicked off the show. Jordan for other reasons, but Nia, he was racist to you that whole season of The Real World. And now y'all like bygones, bygones. We got sexual tension. Let's have sex on TV. I'm very disappointed in it. I'm like, and that's the only camera time Nia gets. The only time the cameras want to show Nia is when she fooling around with Jordan. That's a shame. But let's move on because I don't like that. You need Nia to take the treehouse down. Nia has to win a challenge first. She hasn't showed up physically yet. And I know she can do it, but I feel like she's on this redemption story where she wants to be seen in a different light, which I can understand. But it's time for you to turn your black girl magic on and get in a palace with Nehemiah or something and make some moves in this game. The move is not riding Jordan. Y'all could have did that at home. I do need Nia to get her head in the game and leave Jordan alone. Yeah, Darrell is the new Katie when it comes to heights. And you know what I said about Katie. Stay at home if you can't get up on the building. Don't sign up. Nia says she doing the show for Jordan. I hate to see it. Let's move on because I done got pissed off at Nia. Girl, I wanted you to come back and be a competitor. I don't want you to come back this ditzy girl that's head over heels for a man that's always disrespected you. Oh, yes, Dabu. Oh, yes. She said he had a small penis. And the way they was fooling around in that bed, it looked like he had a small penis. Because the strokes was real short, like, like, shut up, Angie. Let's move on. The elimination. Beth won against Kendall because Beth is 3 times the size as Kendall, and all she had to do was throw her back into it, and she spent that thing around. The most interesting elimination to me was Darrell versus Jordan because Darrell was this close to winning. Like this close, the size of my head. This close to winning, and he just couldn't, because he's big, he's heavier than Jordan. He just couldn't back into it. And he was holding that position for so long that his legs gave out, and y'all saw him. He went off on the stretcher. I pray you're okay, Darrell. I really do. But that was a hard one to see. I was ready for Jordan to go home. I really wanted Jordan to go home because I didn't want to see no more Jordan and Nia doing whatever they did in that bed. But I hope you're better, Darrell. I like you, Darrell. I really do. Is it fair to say I think Darrell's time is done? It's like, just stay at home. I like Kendall, but this girl lost all 3. That's not fair. One season she got hurt. One season Kendall got hurt. But what I didn't like that Kendall said this week is, oh, I want to win this challenge because if I get the sabotage, I know who I'm going to use it on. Bitch, you should have known the first time. Why somebody have to sabotage you first for you to know who to sabotage? But if Beth had lost, man, that was going to be funny. If Beth would have lost, that would have been funny because why even show up? Why show up to go home next? It is sad to see Darrell go out like that, but it happens. Do we think Darrell had to leave even though he was that close to winning the elimination? He's done dailies before, right? I don't get it. That's what I didn't understand. Just last week, he was swinging on the swing. Hasn't he jumped out of airplane? Like, Darrell has been on this show so much, and they do so much with heights, and we've never seen him quit. before. And I feel like if Darrell was going to quit or have another contractual obligation, why gas your legs out like that? He could have just thrown that to Jordan. So I don't think he had to go home and found a way to leave. But I love Darrell, but he needs to retire at this point if he's not going to do the challenge. Because he really didn't do the swing challenge if we think about it. He said, I'm just going to slow down so I don't fall in the water crazy. So, yeah, at this point, because, you know, once you get a little bit older, no shade. Once you get a little bit older, a lot of the daredevil stuff you used to do, you can't afford to be messing up your knee. Like for me, my knee is like a diamond. It is a precious jewel. I'm not doing anything to fuck up my knee. Nothing. Like roller skate, I used to love to roller skate. Anything, that's really, if we're going to be honest, be transparent, that's really why I pay people to clean my house. Because one day I was mopping the floor and I slipped and twisted my knee. I said, oh, I can't do nothing to fuck up my knee. So I just pay people to clean my house because I don't want to. So when you older, that daredevil stuff, you do have to be more conscious. So I understand. I'm going to give Darrell one more season. If he quit one more time, he got to stay home. That should be a rule. If you quit twice, you got to stay home. Like Katie, she quit twice, so she got to go home. I'm guessing they cut out a lot, but unfortunately, Darrell just got removed, and you feel like he's going to take a break? He needs to. Yeah, Kendall and Darrell can take a break, but I don't want too many people to take a break because I don't want the young people to come over and take over the show because that's going to piss me off the way Kayla is pissing me off. I feel he didn't want to be on this season. As many things involving height since 29. He just couldn't walk on a plank. I wouldn't have walked on that shit neither. I really wouldn't. But I ain't signed up for the show either. I don't think he's done, Dabu. I don't think he's done. He performed better than Nehemiah, Derek, LT. Did he? See, Darrell is always one who's never really had to be put into elimination. So it's easy to make the final when nobody throwing you in. But we'll see. Let's jump off of All Stars too, because like I said, I can't be on here long tonight, and I appreciate you all for even just being here. Let's get into the main event, which is Survivor. We wrapped up another season, season 42. We have our second Black female winner ever, which is Marianne. I'm proud of Marianne for pulling it off. As I was watching the episode, I really didn't know if she can do it. I'm telling you, all the way down to Jeff read the votes. I thought this was Mike's game, the way it played out. Y'all heard my predictions. I never would have predicted anybody outside of Lindsay and Jonathan winning these final two immunity challenges. Mike won the first one. Yes, it was a puzzle. He won that. Lindsay had the advantage. I'm proud of Marianne. What did she say? I'm going to tank this puzzle because I don't want Mike or Jonathan to have the advantage. I'm proud of you for doing that, Marianne. Lindsay had the advantage, but she still could not pull off that immunity. And Lindsay had to go home. I really thought Marianne was going to save Lindsay with that idol. And I'm so happy that she didn't because Lindsay would have won. Lindsay would have won. And I'm happy Romeo told Marianne, you'll have a better chance beating Mike or Jonathan. Don't save Lindsay. So Marianne didn't save Lindsay. I still don't understand why Jonathan played his idol for Marianne. He could have just not played his idol at all. Because to me, it's stupid to play your idol when you already know where the votes lie and you know that person isn't going to have any votes. I didn't understand that. If anything, I would have rather Mike said, look, I want to go with my homeboy Jonathan. Here's the idol just in case y'all backstabbed him. Because Lindsay Romeo and Marianne could have easily had all their votes on Jonathan. And then you saving Marianne for what? Angie, a few weeks ago, you said Marianne was the idea to drag to the end and won't win. How do you feel now? That was a few weeks ago. And if y'all remember last week, I asked the question. That move Marianne pulled to get Omar out the game, that 3-2-2-2, however many votes it was, that 3-2-2 vote, I asked y'all last week, do you all think that was enough for Marianne to win? A lot of people said yes. I personally did not feel like that was enough for Marianne to win. But as the game progressed, I feel like Marianne had the best. She spoke the best at the final thing. I don't forgot what it's called. Whatever it's called when they sit with Jeff and explain their game. I don't forgot what it's called already. Marianne spoke the best. I'm telling you, it was all the way to Jeff read the votes. I didn't think Marianne was going to win this. So I'm happy that Marianne won. I don't want to be fake because I'm not one of them Twitter people that was living for Marianne the whole season. Y'all would call me real fake if I did that. But it was a roller coaster ride. Like, I started to like Marianne when her and Drea had that moment at Tribal where they both played their idols. Even though I felt like I wouldn't have played my idol, I would have tested the vote to see if they really was gonna vote for me after we done had this long speech explaining y'all white privilege. But I think throughout the season, the way Marianne annoyed me at the beginning of the game, she didn't annoy me as much towards the end. So I started to soften to her and I started to like her. So, but let's be very clear. If Marianne wouldn't have got certain people out of the game to be sitting at the finals with not Romeo and Mike, I don't think Marianne would have won. I think the jury was ready to give it to Mike, but Mike didn't know how to explain his game. But okay, yeah, the last tribal. Is it tribal council? I don't forget. But up next, Romeo wins the hand catching game. I was so proud of Romeo, like really, really proud of him because at one point, like he said, Romeo was in charge of the game when it was just the Blue Tribe. Him and Drea were pulling all the moves over there on the Blue Tribe, and Roxroy and them were just tagging along. And for whatever reason, this is why I don't like the reunion with the pizza and stuff because, and I'll tell y'all now, I told somebody on Instagram, I didn't even watch the whole reunion because it was boring. The question I would have wanted to ask Drea is, why when y'all merged did you drop Romeo? Like, you dragged Roxroy into this 8-person alliance, but you really weren't working with Roxroy. The person you bounced ideas off of on the Blue Tribe was Romeo. Like, why did you just drop him like he wasn't nothing? I didn't understand that, and I felt like that's an unfortunate part of the game. Like, Romeo just could never get in where he fit in. He was just always just hoping he wasn't the vote. So I was proud of Romeo for winning that and having some kind of power in the game because he hadn't had any power the whole merge. So for real, Lindsay would have won. Yeah, she would have won. Everyone on the jury liked Lindsay. I wouldn't have been mad at Lindsay. Really, y'all know how I feel. After Drea went home, I really didn't care. Because Drea was the one who I wanted to win all season. So, Marianne had them interview answers ready. Yes. Mike owned his BS after the jury begged and gave up on him. Yes. And Romeo was a mess. Romeo was just crying, was like, I ain't had nothing else to do but sit here and hope y'all ain't vote me out so y'all give me $1 million. I was playing for the bottom. Unfortunately, we not gonna give you $1 million for just being here, Romeo. Unfortunately. Sorry. Um, Mike kind of dropped the ball with the jury. I would have loved to know, because at some point it seemed like Jonathan was begging Mike, like, Mike, tell us your game. Tell us what you did. Do you all think if Jonathan would have won the fire making challenge, mind you, I was proud of Mike for winning that fire making challenge, just because I don't like the arrogance of Jonathan. He seemed very entitled to winning. Like, I'm the best one here. I gotta be sitting. So I'm happy he lost. But do you think the jury would have hands down just voted for Jonathan if he would have won that fire making challenge? I want to know what y'all think about that in the chat. I kind of feel like a lot of the jury would have voted for Jonathan. I want to know why Marianne didn't have a black vote off of GP. Like, I feel like she has Chanel no matter what. But Roxroy and Drea sitting up here talking about, we just decided to vote for Marianne right here. Don't ever put me on the show where we vote for people in the jury and it's somebody black and somebody else. I'm like Issa Rae. I'm rooting for everybody black. And I'm gonna vote for you. And I don't feel like that's a wrong thing to say, because women can get up there and be like, oh, I'm going to vote for a woman just because I want a woman to win. Why I can't say I'm voting for somebody because they black and I want somebody black to win? I felt like Marianne should have had them 3 votes on lock. Period. But he was doing a lot of pageant talk. We don't care nothing about your pageant. Forget Romeo. No, but I was glad Romeo took his power back. Yes. And nobody wanted anything to do with him. Right. And not all of them had to beg. What we gonna do? Let me make fire against Marianne. Let me make fire against John. Everybody had to get a little pitch to Romeo. I was happy for that. Shows how much conversations can do. Marianne was the only one to talk with pretty much all merged. Yeah, because Marianne wasn't in that big 8-person alliance either. So apparently Hai and Romeo had a heated moment with religion involved. Apparently Hai is an atheist and Romeo got caught in lies and threw in religion to him. So I guess Hai was more popular then. Way more popular then. So that was something that happened off camera. I never understood why Hai and Romeo fell out, because at one point they was tight, and then because Romeo voted for Hai. That's right. And what's up with Hai talking about you was gaslighting me? That's not gaslighting. To come on Survivor and say, nah, I ain't vote for you, or nah, I ain't vote for them, that's just lying. I didn't understand the whole heated exchange between Hai and Romeo, like, you was gaslighting me. No, he was just lying to you. That's it. Part of the game where you lied to everybody else. It was a lot of entitlement this season. And for me, for Angie, this cast was very boring. So it wasn't really anything to get into at the reunion. So that's probably why I didn't watch it. But I hope they go back to a live show where we could really talk to everybody. Like, we didn't get to talk to any of the people from the beginning of the game. I would like to see how everyone is doing. We could have got some tea on Marianne and Zach and hand holding on the beach. Like, go back to the live show for 43 Jeff. I would really like to hear from everybody, not just watch them eat pizza. And it's really like just an extension of tribal council. Like, we already heard them answer all the questions. Right, that's what annoyed me about Drea and Rox, because they were crying about how it's harder for a black person to win. Now it's your turn. Right. Now you get to hand out $1 million and now you don't want to give it to her. I don't understand it. And I will tell you right up front, look, unless that black, because you know, not all black people get along. Now, unless that black person did something to really disrespect me and piss me off, I'm giving you my vote. I'm giving you my vote. And Marianne is the nicest person in the world. Annoying, yes, she does have a personality that you have to have the energy for. And I just don't think I have the energy for it. But she's the nicest person in the world. How could you not want to just give her $1 million off of GP? Here you go, girl. Now, I'm happy she won it. But let's be real. Y'all really was going to give y'all vote to Mike? Like, if we really break down Mike's game, what did Mike really do? But be a part of the 8-person alliance. It was really High and Omar who were leading all of the strategy of that 8-person alliance. So really, Mike had a mirroring game like Marianne. Now, when Marianne pulled out that idol at the final tribal council, everybody was like, what? Marianne had that idol this whole time? And she kind of explained that having this idol set her up to be in the final 4 because Mike promised something else. Personally, if we're going to be honest, and we're going to be honest, real talk, I don't feel like that was the game-winning move. But of the 3 people sitting in the finals, I would rather see Marianne win over Mike and Romeo. So, however you had to get there, girl, I'm happy she won. First, I think Drea and Roxroy didn't want the public to basically hate them, thinking that voting for Marianne just because she's black and this. Wait, no. Hold up, Miguel. Drea went on a whole tangent at tribal council about I don't want to see 1, 2, 3 black people sitting on the jury. How you not gonna want to upset the public by not giving Marianne the black vote? That's the bookend to what Drea started with that whole idol thing. I'm not playing my idol because I don't want to see 1, 2, 3 black. So that's the bookend. I'm giving Marianne my vote because I want to have another black winner. Period. I wouldn't have been mad at it. I ain't gonna say all white people, but some white people gonna be mad, period. So you might as well say what it is and be factual and quit trying to sugarcoat to try not to upset somebody that's gonna be upset anyway. Say what it is and do how you feel. Forget them. They ain't even there. High with the rolling eyes and stank face when Romeo spoke in the beginning was sending me. I don't know why they don't like each other. I guess it's that religion thing. Because it wasn't even Romeo who got you out. That was Mike. So you should have had your energy towards Mike and Omar for getting you out High. Honestly, we need a different host for the reunion. I agree. They need me to host because I want to ask the questions that the people at home want to know. I don't give a damn about that amulet. Drea, you had all these advantages. I don't give a damn about Drea and all her advantages. Drea was at home. I want to know why Drea didn't bring Romeo into the alliance. I want to get into the dirt of the season, not the stuff that's surface level. Like, I want to get into the dirt and the strategy of the season. But second, I think this season was way more strategic heavy than 41 because not a lot of strategic players from last season's beside Ricard and Erica, but 41 cast was way more entertaining. Miguel, that's one thing I don't agree with. I don't. I feel like 41 was way more strategic. You had Deshaun, Danny. I felt like season 41 was, for me, was way better than 42. The cast was way more entertaining. The cast was way more cutthroat. I like 41 a whole lot better. What I don't like is all these twists and turns. In season 43, I want that ride or die fire, whatever it's called, right? Do or die, cancel that. Because Jeff points to the box. And I guarantee you, if Marianne or Drea would have had to ride or die, he would have pointed to the skeleton box. I guarantee you. Jeff points for who he wants to stay in the game. Period. The shot in the dark. We've been shooting in the dark for 2 seasons and ain't nobody been safe. Let that go. That trip up and down the mountain for an extra vote. Let that go. Now, sticking your hand in the paint for the Ask Me Idol, I like that. Bring that back. I like the Ask Me Idol. But I don't care who pocket the idol's sitting in. If I ask you for your idol, it's mine. Forget all that. It's got to be in your pocket to get it. Forget that. I don't like that twist. I hope everybody in future seasons learn this from Marianne if you ain't learned nothing else. Keep your idols and advantages to yourself. You have no friends in the game for $1 million. No friends. None. You don't know these people. You known these people for 20 days. Quit telling them your business. Keep your idol to yourself. Learn that from Marianne if you ain't learned nothing else. And other than that, everything else can stay. I think I just canceled everything, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot about Shan. It was way more strategic people last season than this season. This season really didn't even have no strategy. Because the biggest threat of the game, y'all let stay to fire making, which is Jonathan. Season 41, Jonathan would have been up out of there. Ben. Jonathan wouldn't even have made it to the merge. Ben. So, miss me with that. Everybody want to be in alliance with Jonathan. On Angie's season, if you carrying your whole tribe through the water challenge and everybody else drowning, you got to go. Jonathan has to go. And then he's sitting up here crying, I ain't ate in all these days. He just went on a reward. Mike, just say Jonathan your friend and you want to take him on a reward. Like, I hate all these fake ass reasons. Oh, I'm taking him on a reward because they ain't never been on one. No, I'm taking my friend on a reward because that's my friend. If you don't like it, vote us out. If you can. I would like to see more real talk on the show and not fakeness. I don't know. It was the only game move for me between the final 5, honestly. Okay. I don't know who called it out. Was it Lindsay? I love how Lindsay called out Mike. Or was it Omar? I ain't take notes. I loved how they called out Mike. Oh, you can go talk to everybody in the tribe that you want to. But as soon as we talk to somebody, oh, we got to get voted out. I'm so happy they called Mike out. I think Mike was shook. But I still thought the entire time, even though they was grilling his ass, I thought Mike was going to win because I was like, Marianne, they ain't even talking to me, so I ain't got their vote. And Romeo over here crying about being at the bottom. Now they besties. I don't like fake shit like that. If we got beef on the show, we got beef at home. And that's just me. I'm a mess. I know. Right. Everyone who told people stuff went home. Marianne not telling everyone about her idol was her winning. That was her winning game move. That was her winning game move because if you look at the final tribal council, they didn't even give Marianne credit for voting out high. They gave that to Mike. And Jonathan dared Marianne to take credit for it. He was like, hold up. What you mean you were the one, Omar? But y'all know who I'm talking about. What you mean you was the one who got out Omar? We all was talking about getting out Omar. But Marianne, you should have checked his ass. You should have said, yeah, we all were talking about him. But at the end, you got scared. And the only reason he got voted out is because I used my extra vote. You were scared, remember? So Marianne didn't play that right. So I don't even feel like she got credit for getting Omar out the game. So You agree? Yes. 41 was the strategy. 42 was a popularity contest. 42 was really just a ride to the end to see if Lindsay or Jonathan was going to get out. And the fact that both of them were sitting in the jury was amazing to me. So, Mike was consistently hypocritical. Yes, you could write down, ooh, the way Jonathan shut Lindsay down when Lindsay was like, I'm in your alliance and you didn't tell me we was voting out Omar. I would have voted out Omar. And he was like, but you wrote my name down. Now, Lindsay, this is the only time I'm going to agree with Jonathan because you know I don't like his ass. You did write his name down. You can't be mad that they want you to go after you just wrote his name down. You can write down our name even though you made deals with us, but we can't do it. That is a major issue, and I'm happy his ass lost. I really am. I really didn't feel like Mike was playing the game. I felt like people were scared to vote out Mike because they knew he had an idol. I know unpopular opinion, but I am old. Y'all know I don't know acronyms. 41 was smart playing, or was playing smart. Shan was making all the wrong decisions, and Ricard got Shan out way too soon. And don't get me started on Xander and Deshaun. Look, I agree with you. Shan was too nice when it came to Deshaun. She always knew the right move to make, but because they wanted to have a cookout, they wanted all the black people to work together, she kept folding to the things that Deshaun wanted. And so that kind of made, it was kind of like, I'm going to argue with you, but then I'm going to vote for you. In my opinion. Thank you, Danielle. Y'all know I'm in my 40s. I don't know all the young people acronyms. I don't know all y'all acronyms. If it ain't LOL or JK, you know, something simple, I'm kind of lost. But thank you. Xander is like Mike. He just didn't get voted out because he had an idol. Shan did go home too soon. Ricard needed Shan. Ricard and Shan needed each other. They should have never voted each other out. But it is what it is. But last season was way more entertaining to me. Marianne with the thank you so much for that question. Had you worried she was going to annoy them based on Drea's, see, there go another acronym, RBF. Let me try to figure out what that means. Based on Drea's reaction, best friend. I don't know what RBF is, Wante. But I agree. The jury looked like they was annoyed with Marianne. They looked like she ain't did nothing in this game until she pulled that idol out. I really think that secret idol is what won her the game. Or they was fronting the whole time and they was going to vote for her anyway. I don't know. I don't know. 42, at least Drea, Hot, Omar, Mike, Marianne, and many more I thought were thinking more smart, and Jonathan only won 2 immunities, and one of them was against one other person. Right. He wasn't winning. Oh, rest in bitch face. I would have never got that. I would have never got that one. I need y'all to send me an email with all the new young people acronyms so I can study. Okay. Drea did have a resting big bitch face, but Drea looked good. Drea came. What was up with not Romeo, but Jonathan's outfit at the tribal council? Like, sir, you didn't pack no regular clothes. It looked like he just rolled up from the beach. It didn't look like he took a shower, ironed his clothes, combed his head. None of that. Drea came to each tribal council looking good. That might have just been her picture face, like, so she could look good on camera. You know, I don't know. I do agree. I like Drea. I hope if they ever have a returning players season that they let Drea come back. I like her. I knew it was gonna be hard for Drea to get to the end, even though she had all them advantages. But Drea probably could have made it a little bit further. I'm gonna tell you how Drea lost the game. Drea lost the game after she knew all those people wanted her out, and she had to play her idol, cry, explain white privilege, explain black people privilege in the game, and all that. She turned around and still tried to work with Lindsay, Jonathan, and all them when you knew they wanted you out. Drea could have flipped the game at that moment if she would have went back to Romeo, said, "Come on, Romeo, let's do something. Come on, Marianne, black people unite." She could have flipped the game, but she didn't. That's how Drea lost. I'll never understand wanting to work with somebody after they just wanted you to get out. You think they're going to be like, "Oh, we wanted you out, girl, but you said black people can't go home, so you can stay." No, ma'am. You just spent your idol. Now it's time for you to go home next. I need black people to realize when they play this game, it don't matter how many minority speeches y'all give. You try to teach people about their privilege, try to teach people how down black people is, and we ain't had but 5 winners out of all these seasons. It don't matter how much y'all preach to this choir. When it comes to Survivor, when they want to vote your black ass out, they gonna vote your black ass out. So play the game to win and quit trying to be these people friends. But anyway, Charles couldn't make it. I did say Charles was going to be here, and we planned for it, but y'all know, once I pushed the live back, Charles was like, okay, that's because he lives an hour. He lives in that next time zone. So he's already an hour ahead of me. So once I spent all day in the beauty salon, Charles was kind of like, I can't do it. It's too late. So I understand. I understand. So that's why Charles isn't here. But when I get back from vacation, I don't want to tell none of Charles' business. I'll let him tell it. But when I get back from vacation, me and Charles are going to plan to do some stuff together. I promise. It's a lot of stuff coming up. We got Big Brother and everything else. So it's a lot of stuff coming up for us to get into. Drea would definitely be the pick if they chose one person. I hope so. I hope so. Because I feel like if we got to pick, Drea would be the pick. But I kind of feel like if CBS get the pick, which they do, they probably bring Jonathan ass back, and I'll just be rolling my eyes the whole time. I don't want to see his ass back. But anyway, y'all, I know this was a short one. Y'all know we can get on Stella and talk all night. But your girl got responsibilities to do. I got to pack. I gotta pack my clothes. I gotta pack my toiletries. I did get all my makeup together. That's a shame. I was telling my stylist, I was like, out of all the stuff to pack, the only thing I put in this case was the makeup. A mess. I know it. But thank you all for coming late. I will be off for a week. I really want to watch All Stars 3 on Wednesday. So next Friday will be no Stella. I will be out. And I think the Friday after that, I'm out of town. Like, I'm out of town 3 weekends in a row. What I might do, since I'm out of town on Fridays, next week I can't do anything. I'm be in the middle of the ocean. When I get back, I probably will do a catch-up Stella on Thursday night, because I'm flying out again that next Friday morning. So for the month of June, a lot of Fridays in June, I'm going to be traveling. So Stella might be on Thursdays, and then in July, we'll be right back on schedule. And hopefully we'll have a lot more stuff to talk about. So Y'all have a great weekend, yourselves a great week. I'm gonna hate that I won't even be able to tweet with y'all. Y'all know I like to tweet about the shows, but I need this, like I need this vacation so bad. Y'all just don't know. So when I come back, I'm gonna be refreshed. I hope to have a good tan. I love to sit out in the sun and get a good tan. I can't wait to come back and tell you all about it. You know I'm gonna have some good stories. You know I'm gonna have some good stories. So enjoy yourself. Thank you so much. I promise I will have a safe trip. I'm gonna have fun. I'll have pictures and videos and everything to share with you all. So go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel if it's your first time with Kiss My Cheeks TV. If you all watch Weekend in Reality, it's the same thing. I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be able to review any of the reality shows either until I get back. But I will catch them all up when I get back and before I go out of town again. So love you all. Have a great week, and I'll see y'all in 8 days. Have a good one. Bye.